jazz.
Alright. We're gonna say you don't have the crown quite yet then.
Go fuck yourself. Wow. You robbed me and my son of a crown.
You haven't been robbed. You were told to come back in like a week.
Oh, okay.
Now you're outside the shop again. It's the next day.
Feels great to rest. I don't remember her voice. It feels great to rest. No, that's one way. Give me a second. Let me get back in.
Just see Neo at the table, just like clearly hungover.
Damn, that guy's got a problem.
He just likes having a good time after a payday.
Get that. All right, little Stevie. We're at. I mean, it's the next day, so nothing news happened. They definitely didn't finish the boxing ring.
No.
Garbage. Bring the garbage can.
All right, Stevie.
Oh yeah, that was another thing. We still don't know when your match is gonna be against Marcus.
Your mom has got to do some chores. I gotta go to, what's the name of my boss?
Caesar.
I need to go to Caesar and check about that
Thank you.
boxing match.
Can I come with you?
No, Stevie, I need you to keep watch.
From where? Of what?
Of Neo.
Keep watch of Neo.
Yeah.
Dad?
No, he's not your father. Dang it, kid. No dads.
Whoa.
No dads, Stevie. Now, I need you to keep watching Neo. Look at him. He looks terrible. He's what we call alcoholic.
That's what you call it?
Yeah. So just keep an eye on him, all right? And I'll be right back. And then we're gonna get you on your first quest.
What's a quest?
You have so much to learn, Stevie. Bye.
You leave Steve alone with Neo.
All right. I go straight to Caesar.
You find your way over to the arena, and you meet up with Caesar. It's only been a couple days since you talked to him, but he invites you into the office, and you take a seat in front of his desk.
Hello, Caesar. What about that match? Do you have a date yet?
We'll probably have it ready in a few days.
In a few days?
Yeah, just keep checking back every once in a while.
Why don't you just send me a message when it's done?
How will I know where you are?
I'm always here. In town.
I mean, how will the courier know where you are?
I don't know. It's for you to figure out, Caesar.
Steven.
Caesar, I said. Yeah. Come on now, don't hit me with perplexing questions like this. I know nothing about how the messaging system works in this world.
How about you just tell Neo to keep an eye out for your match date?
All right.
I know you've been hanging out with Neo a lot.
Yeah, I'll get that drunkard on it. All right. Well, Caesar, thanks for nothing.
Salute you out of the door.
A real enlightening conversation we just had. All right. Well, I get back to my son.
How much money do you have, by the way?
A lot.
How much money does Neo have?
A lot more. 45 platinum, 60 gold.
Alright.
I have 12
So
platinum.
600 gold, basically.
Yeah, 12 platinum, 53
500
gold,
whatever.
57 silver.
Is it like 700 gold if you count the rubies?
Neo has more money than he can ever imagine.
He looks at the lucky charm for a day too, so.
What?
The lucky charm he bought, it gets its power for the day.
Oh yeah, he does. He's lucky.
Yep, he's really lucky today.
He'll survive the liver failure.
Yeah. He just pisses out alcohol.
Exactly. Oh god. Alright, get back to my son.
Okay. 10 minutes go by, and you just see Steven, like, sitting on. You guys are in the house from Boulder Gut, so you guys are, like, in the house where, like, the furniture is just way too big. And you just see Steven, like, laying down
Disgusting.
on an armchair.
You know you want to do
Just, like, sprawled out on an armchair.
Uh-huh.
And that's all he's doing. He's just bored out of his mind, it looks like.
I smack his boot. Stevie!
He, like, jumps up. He's like, Mom!
Alright, I'm done with all the chores for my day.
You've only been gone for 10 minutes.
I didn't say I was the busiest lady. But now let's go look for that quest I'm talking about.
You
There
notice that
are.
Neo is gone, by the way.
Steven, where'd Neo go?
He said he was going somewhere.
Somewhere. I told you to keep watching him, and you just let him go?
He looked like he was in a hurry.
In a hurry. Which direction did he go?
I don't know. He just walked out the door.
Steven, you're gonna have to listen to mommy. When she says something to do, you do it. You're not getting...
I watched him go out the door.
We'll finish this later.
Can I have an allowance?
Just follow me, you my stupid son.
God.
Alright, let's just get out
He
of
just
here.
follows you around for now.
Yeah, he's a follower.
Yeah, he's a follower. You have a good companion.
Yeah. Alright. Well, we don't know where Neo went. I don't know the first thing where he would go.
Come on, man. We've been doing this for 4 games now.
He'd be going to
And
the
then
bar.
During the day, he usually is at the arena. During the evening, he's usually at the
Look,
bar.
man, how many times have we been to the arena? Like, you're acting as if we've been there
Well, you
somewhere.
guys have. Well, I mean, the two of you have been out of the town for a while.
Yeah!
So
That's what I'm saying. Alright, I know where he is, Steven. A little voice in my head told me, in my head, said that he's at the arena. Let's go.
okay, just follows you to the arena. You guys make it down to the competitors' room or whatever, the practice room essentially. And sure enough, you see Neo hanging out with Boulder Gut as well as a familiar figure. It's Marcus.
Oh, I forgot all about him.
Yeah, he's just like hanging out.
Neo! Marcus. How
They
y'all
look
doing?
up- they both look up at you and they're like, "Hi,
How y'all doing today?
good."
Oh, that's good to hear. Neo, what you doing?
Just talking, you know, about the fight coming up. You're talking to Marcus, by the way. Neo's pretty much non-responsive at this point.
Do you know why? Do you know when the fight is, Marcus? Because Caesar hadn't told me.
Caesar told me to check back every once in a while.
Huh?
This
I
man.
haven't.
Well,
They put these on the-
we're gonna go on a quest for Stevie's sake.
Almost. I have to get a tray for this cheese and crackers thing.
Do they stand in silence?
No, not yet.
You know,
They're thinking it out. They're just pondering. They both hand on chin, looking into the air.
I got one. It's perfect. How many cheese?
They're about to say something, but they pull back. Steven starts picking his nose. I smack his head.
Alright, so, what did you ask again? Oh yeah, you said you were gonna go on a quest.
Quest for Stevie's sake.
Marcus is like, "Oh, cool. What are you gonna do?"
Don't know yet. I'm wondering if you guys want to come.
Sure, why not?
Neo says he would be down since he's got nothing else
Is
to
that
do right now.
online?
Neo, the question wasn't really for you. I know you're gonna come anyway. Marcus.
He shakes his head no. Says, "I got other things to do,
Like what?
like practice for this fight."
practice for this fight.
Yeah.
You've been boxing.
Yeah.
It's the thing that hasn't been invented yet.
Sure.
Alright, that's fine. Do you think that practice is gonna help you in the arena?
Yeah.
I whisper to Steven. I doubt that. Well, you do that, Marcus. I mean, you will get more experience fighting real enemies in a real battlefield, but you punch a little bag and do whatever things you do in the comfort of your own arena home.
Okay. I'll see you soon.
I will see you too, Marcus.
As you turn around, like, walking out, you just see Marcus, like, take a dagger and just start, like, stabbing into his
Boxing! Perfect. Alright. Well, the posse, sans Marcus, go out of the arena to the nearest quest board.
Since the day passed earlier, I put little tally marks on the 2 quests you got on the right. That's just to check to see how many days have gone by since you picked them up. Can you put a tally mark on each one? Also, as that's happening, what do you call it? Marcus says, "Oh yeah, what about that tattoo? Maybe they're available today."
Oh, yeah! You alright. Let's go over there. Stevie, we're getting tattoos.
I get a tattoo?
Sure you do. Yeah, absolutely.
Alright, cool, let's go. He just starts, like, running ahead even though he has no clue where he's
I
going.
grab the collar of his shirt.
Okay.
Never run ahead of me, boy!
Go ahead and make an agility check just to see it. Like, you
Damn it.
grab it. It's just a d20 for you, I think.
Yeah, 100% the case. 7.
Alright, yeah, you grab it. He's not very quick.
Oh, okay.
So yeah, you go ahead and grab the collar of his shirt and you yell at him.
Yeah, I tell him, don't ever run ahead of me, boy!
And he just follows you.
Alright. He goes to the tattoo shop.
Alright, you guys head out to the little, like, I think it was just like a stand or a booth set up, something like that, last time. And you see the same girl still there, really short, brunette girl. She's got a couple more tattoos on her. As you're walking up, roll a perception check real quick. I guess I'll let you do it for both characters.
Oh, good. I don't have perception. That's right, because I cheated last time. I rolled a 3 for Judith.
Okay.
A 7 for Marcus, and then...
No. Neo.
Oh, Neo, I mean, yeah. A 3, so 10.
Okay. You guys walk up and you make it to the counter. And as you're walking up, you notice the girl look up at you guys. It's like, oh yeah, you were here yesterday. You wanted a tattoo.
Sure do. I never got your name.
Oh, my name is Jade.
Oh, Jade. And I lean in.
She like crosses her arms.
Oh,
Go ahead. No, go ahead.
I was gonna give her a handshake,
Oh, she goes to shake your hand.
but then I kiss her hand.
Oh, okay. Roll a persuasion check, I guess.
13. I don't have persuasion, do I? No.
You're
Yeah,
not very
13.
persuasive. You're not very persuasive.
13 ain't too bad, though.
She looks flattered.
Good.
That's the best description I can give you.
Alright. Yep. Well, are you busy today, Jade?
Nope. I got an open booth all day.
Fantastic.
She like points to the two of you, says, "Who wants tattoos?" And
Between
it's
me and Neo?
Steven, of course.
Yeah. Well, me
And it
and
was like,
me and my son, Stevie, we're getting matching tattoos.
"You're gonna give your son a tattoo?
I don't see why not.
It's gonna hurt a lot, kid."
You're up for the pain, right, Stevie?
"How much is it gonna hurt, Mom?"
It's gonna hurt quite a bit, Stevie.
Maybe I don't want a tattoo.
But the quest.
Actually, go ahead and roll a will check for him, I guess.
But the quest is gonna hurt a whole lot more.
Okay.
7.
Yeah, he doesn't want a tattoo anymore.
God damn that kid. Pathetic. Alright. So I'm gonna get a tattoo.
Okay. What would you like a tattoo of and where?
On my face.
Okay, you get a tattoo on your face. What would you like it to be? Just a dick.
I want it to be kind of like Mike Tyson's tattoo.
Okay.
A big tribal, more intricate though, across from my right cheek all the way up above the top of my right eye on my forehead, and it spirals out and almost curves around the eye, and it's not completely black, it's line working, you know, and it's camo. Just kidding. Forget the camo part. But yeah, that's what I want.
Okay. You explain all that to Jade, and she's like, I could probably do that for you. Yeah.
Here, I'll draw it for you.
Okay. Do that.
Now, imagine a human head like this.
That's what a head looks like, yes.
Okay. And imagine these are eyeballs.
Mm-hmm. I know what eyeballs look like. You're like drawing this all in dirt.
That eyeball is too much to the side. Sorry. Eyeballs aren't that close to the side of one's head, you know. Alright. I want this. It's like all the way up here, up there, around, like that, and like that, and like that, like that, and like this, like this, like that. And it's like line work here and here. Not solid black. I don't want this fill in like this. But it gets closer to the eye. I didn't make it that much closer. It's right around there, like really close to the eyebrow.
Got it.
There you go.
Okay.
Can you do it, boss?
Yeah, I could do that. You know what? I'll do you one better. I could probably do a better job than you did.
Deal.
Okay. And for you, sir, she speaks to Neo. Neo just explains that he wants to get a tattoo of like, I don't know what Neo would want, to be honest with you.
What about
Neo decides he doesn't want a tattoo.
a mug of ale, Neo, since you're so into that?
No, I'm good.
You sure? You don't want like a sexy lady on your bicep, and when you flex, she moves and dances?
Nah, I'm good.
Alright.
I don't think I want a tattoo today.
Alright. That sounds alright to me. Well, Stevie, you know, watch your mom get this wonderful tattoo on her face, and you're going to love it.
Is this our quest?
No, Stevie, it's not our quest.
Do I get an allowance?
See, I don't even know how you know what an allowance is.
I've heard other kids talk about it in the
At the orphanage?
Yeah.
Who gets allowance at the orphanage?
No one. That's why I want one.
See, there's more to the world than money. Don't be like a Neo.
You lay down for your tattoo.
Alright.
She's got like a... It's not even like really a bed. It's more like a small table.
Uh-huh.
And you just kind of lay down. She actually lay down first. And she starts meticulously chiseling this needle into your skin. Go ahead and roll a will check to resist torture. That's what one of the examples for will is. So.
The tattoos?
No, it says resist torture.
A 2.
You have points in will.
Yeah, I do. You say it.
Maybe.
It's 1d10.
Do you?
1d10. 4, so 6.
Oh my god, you rolled a 6.
Yeah.
Alright, well, you can get through the tattoo. It just hurts like hell. The whole time you're fucking like.
Stevie, why'd you let me do this?
The whole time you're scaring the shit out of your kid.
This is more than any pain I've ever experienced.
You want to stop? Jade is like stopping.
It's only like this much.
Yeah.
No, keep going. I got this.
Hours of agonizing pain goes by. And eventually you do end up finishing. She pulls up like a really like small like rudimentary mirror and like holds it up to your face and asks you what you think.
It's beautiful. Is it gonna be that puffy or red forever?
No. Just rub some oil on it and you'll be fine.
Okay. Well, Stevie, what do you think?
It looks great, Mom. He's like, fucking, I can't think of the word. He's terrified at the thought of getting a tattoo now.
Scarred for life.
Pretty much, yeah.
Nia, what do you think?
Neo's gone. He left some point in the tattoo making process. You don't know exactly when.
Damn it. Alright, well, now that I'll send the terrifying visage of my image to every one of my enemies, it's time to find Neo and start this quest.
We're going on a quest?
Yes, we are, Stevie.
Alright, wait, can you pay me for your tattoo before you go?
I'm sorry, this isn't free?
No.
I'm just joking, Jay, of course.
Alright, that'll be 100 gold.
I give her a ruby, a topaz,
Alright, 75.
and one whole platinum.
That's 85. That's what you give her?
Wait, I thought platinum was more than that.
No, it's worth 10 gold.
Oh, yeah. I'll give her 5 plats.
Alright, so 125.
Yeah, tip. Yeah, tip your tattoo artist.
Oh, okay. She like takes
A wink at her.
as she's like
Keep the
starting,
change.
Yeah, as she's starting to count out change, you tell her that. Go ahead and make another persuasion check, I guess, when you wink. If you actually do that.
Yep. 8. These rolls are bad.
Yeah, they're not great. She smiles and pockets everything you gave her and says, "Thank you." Well, she doesn't really pocket it. She like puts it in a small lockbox that she keeps by her.
Okay.
Roll one more perception check before you leave.
She evil.
Okay.
It's a 9.
6 or 9, either way, it didn't work.
Didn't matter. Damn, I'm Neo here for perception that matters. Alright. Well, we gotta find Neo.
Okay.
Back to the arena. No. To the bar.
Alright, it's starting to get a little later in the day, so it might be worth the check. You head to the bar that he usually frequents. It's not like late night by the time you're finishing up your tattoo, since you just got it all hollowed out done, so it didn't take super long time. But by the time you get there, he's not there yet. He'll probably be there soon. And you can see they're like the tavern that's set up is like set up differently now. Looks like instead of like having their sporadic tables around, they actually got like 2 lines of tables. Like bigger, like setups essentially, longer setups.
Alright.
And some people are sitting around right now, but for the most part, the 2 long lines of tables are emptied out.
Okay. Well, I'll wait for Neo.
Okay. About an hour goes by until you have, like, more and more people are starting to come in, and eventually you spot Neo walking into the bar. And he spots you immediately since you're such a huge presence
Of course.
anywhere you go.
Yeah, duh.
And he immediately sees your tattoo. He's like, she did a pretty good job.
Thank you. Well, are you ready to quest me?
How much did that tattoo cost, by the way?
100 and some change. Not bad. You want the same one?
Not the same one.
Well, I do recommend her. She's pretty good. Real soft with the tapping. I didn't feel a thing.
Roll a deception check. Just for fun.
14.
Alright, I guess I'll roll perception for Neo. What is Neo's bonus?
Neo's bonus for what?
Perception.
Is 1d6.
He seems to believe you.
Hell yeah, I need.
Okay, so you head back into the bar. You eventually see Neo walk in, and the tables are lined up to 2 long rows rather than being sporadic like usual.
Wait, what?
You saw the 2 tables lined up,
Oh yeah.
or the 2 lines of tables, I should say.
Okay. And Neo's there?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Roll another perception check real quick.
Oh man, someone's following us.
No.
17.
Okay, yes. No, as you're like seeing Neo walk in, not like with Neo, but shortly after Neo walks in, and you say like your hellos and stuff, or you like meet up. As soon as you guys meet up, you also notice coming through the door is Jade. And she's like out of her normal work attire, and instead is in some more comfortable
Well,
clothes.
looking as beautiful as ever.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah, of course. Well, look who's here.
She looks up at you, is like, I never see you in here.
Usually it's my compadre Neo, but
I see him all the time in here.
Yeah, exactly. He's got a problem. But either way,
It's not a problem, Judith.
either way.
Tonight it's a competition, actually.
Competition? Are you in the competition?
I was hoping to be.
Oh, okay.
You
For
gotta
what?
You gotta beat those stupid rock crushers.
For what though? What's this competition?
He's like, points out the tables to you. He's like, it's the Hour of Honor.
The Hour of Honor.
Yeah, it's a drinking competition they do once a week here. And on cue, once again, you'll also see a couple more people from the arena that you recognize. One of them being Boulder Gut, and another one being a dwarven guy. His name is Groot.
Okay.
Sure, let's go with that one, Groot.
Yeah, but it's spelled Grewt.
Sure, why not? Who knows how it's spelled? Really, he probably doesn't even know how it's spelled.
Okay.
And they also join up with you two as you guys are talking about the Hour of Honor. And Neo explains to you, basically it's a drinking competition. And they do it once a week. The winner gets these tokens, which allows you to get free drinks for a week until the next competition, basically. The defenders get to enter the competition for free. So currently the Rock Crushers are the defenders. Neo is basically, what people do is they will bet amounts of money to get their team into the competition.
Mm-hmm.
So like somebody will bet like 5 gold, for instance, and then they'll haggle the way up. He says usually it ends somewhere between 30 to 50 gold pieces to enter the competition against the defenders.
Mm-hmm.
And it's a drinking competition, so whoever drinks more without passing out or throwing up wins the round. And the rounds are based on how many contenders you have on each team.
Well, I'm not much of a drinker, but if Jade's doing it, I'm doing it.
I'm not doing it.
Jade, let's do it together.
Why? I don't want to drink. I'm just here to have a couple drinks, and I was gonna head back home.
But you're here for the competition, you said.
Did I?
Yeah, he literally said she said that.
I don't think so.
That's why I asked about it.
I can't remember whether or not I actually said that or if it was Nia that said that.
No, well, unless you didn't know you were talking through Neo and did not tell me that.
Maybe. That's what I think happened.
Because you said Jay came in and then you immediately went to that conversation. So that's why I thought it was Jade saying that.
I thought I tried.
I could see the confusion because Neo was first, and then you said Jade because I rolled the perception. So you might have been thinking I was just paying attention to Neo.
Okay.
Afterwards.
Well, Neo was the one explaining the competition and that he was going to compete. Jade seems genuine in that she doesn't want to compete and instead just wants to have her couple drinks and then leave.
Well, forget what I said. I didn't know she was not speaking.
All right.
But Jade, you should stay and watch me and Neo do it.
How long does this take normally?
What, Neo, like 5 minutes?
Neo explains depends on how many contenders there are. And that it usually takes probably somewhere between 10 to 15 minutes.
See, not that long, Jade.
Roll a persuasion check.
My best roll.
Yep, your best roll.
20.
Explode it.
It's sweet. 15. My charm and looks. Come on, man.
She like stretches. Alright, fine, I'll stay. But I'm not going to be part of the competition.
That's fine. I misunderstood.
Okay. So we got a team of...
Heads up, Judith almost never drinks.
That's fine.
Okay.
So we got a team of myself, Neo speaking.
Yeah.
Got you, Judith. We got Boulder Gut, and we got Groot. So we got 4 right now.
Groot, I haven't seen you in a long time.
What's up, Judith?
How's the arena going?
Oh, pretty good. I actually just won yesterday. And he like shows you a little scar that he got on the side of his face. Like, got me a good one. It's like
Got that?
still trying to heal.
Got that from that desk work? Got a paper cut, Groot?
Nah, I got it from a giant spider.
Oh, jeez.
Yeah. Yeah, it grabbed onto me and it started biting in, but I was able to pull away, but left this scar here. It's no big deal though. I still kick that thing's ass.
Way to go, Groot. Not seeing you.
Are you gonna be competing tonight in the tournament? Or the competition?
Absolutely. I can drink any of you guys stupid.
I don't know about that, Judith.
Do you see how big I am?
Have you seen how much I drink?
Fair point. Alright, let's get this started then.
Alright. Well, we still might need a 5th, so I don't know who would be willing to help.
Stevie! Can I look throughout the crowd?
Sure,
just
go ahead and make
to
a perception
feel it
check.
out. Feel out the competition.
Feel out the competition or to
Well,
look?
feel out someone who might be competitive. 5.
You look around and you see a lot of people that look like they're willing to drink alcohol.
Can I just name someone I see?
Sure, yeah.
Alright. I picked this really, really skinny elf who's reading a book in the corner.
Okay. It's like holding up a book and he's got these spectacles on.
Huge glasses. Huge glasses.
With multiple lenses.
Yeah. Very well groomed and all that. I'm like, you there!
He like completely ignores you.
I go up there and I poke his shoulder.
What do you want?
Well, you look like you're capable of drinking these men stupid.
And?
I'd like you to join our team for the competition.
I do not concern myself with such stupidity. And he gets up and he tries to walk away.
I grab his collar lightly.
Okay, alright.
I'm like, look. I'll give you half of my take if we win.
Neo chimes in and says, "We're just playing for tokens." Make a deception check.
They're putting deception clearly.
Yeah.
19.
And what do you want me to do in this competition?
You just gotta drink and don't pass out. Pretty easy.
What are we drinking tonight?
Good question. Neil, what are we drinking?
Usually they just serve ale.
Ale. The drink of the
The
gods.
elf looks up to you and says, I only drink the finest elven wine. Now will you please let me go?
Neo, can we have the finest elven wine during the competition?
He shrugs his shoulders and walks away to the owner. He's like talking over the counter to another dwarf lady. And he eventually like points over to you two. And the dwarf lady, you just see her go like this.
Look, I'll pay you in advance right now to join our team. If we win, you get the money. And, because you seem like a smart fellow, you'll join us on our next quest.
I do not concern myself with such stupidity.
You concern yourself with stupidity, whatever. It's fine. You're a bookworm, I get it. But don't you need money to get books?
I have money. I appreciate the offer.
Don't
He tries
you
to
need...
leave again.
Wait. Put my arm out, put it around the shoulder. Look,
He's getting really defensive. He's like, if you touch me one more time, I'm going to call the police.
There ain't no police here, just guards.
I'm going to call the guards, as you call them.
Look, I got... this. And I show an hourglass, the hourglass with the skull.
What is that?
It's an ancient artifact. I believe it's from your people.
He goes to inspect it further.
No touching.
He's just looking at it. He says, yes. It's a sand timer.
Yes, but look closely.
I have.
Not close enough. This is the sand timer of King Aruga.
I don't think it is.
Look in the sand.
He looks into the sand. There's nothing here.
Then you clearly haven't been in the books enough. I'm sorry, but this is a valuable item. I'm willing to part it if you join us.
Well, I am not interested in a sand timer.
It's not just any sand timer.
I'm not interested in King Abu God's sand timer.
Look, King Arga's sand timer reverses time.
Prove it.
I don't know how to use it. Only someone with book smarts like yourself. I haven't figured out the riddle.
He takes the sand timer and turns it over.
I don't mean thing. I can do it all day. What's your name? I didn't ask for your name.
I don't think I'd like to give you my name.
Look, elf man. I'm just saying. I want you on my team, and you will be paid well, and you will learn a lot.
And I'm telling you, I do not concern myself with such stupidity.
Are you calling me stupid?
I do not wish to get in any trouble.
I think you gotta use that word
I
a little
think
more
your
wisely.
actions are stupid.
Oh,
I think your hobbies are stupid.
I'm sorry, but aren't I defined by my actions and hobbies?
Once again, I'm not looking to get
Look,
in any
elf
trouble.
man. Join our team.
Roll a perception check.
20.
Ooh, it exploded. Ooh.
6.
You hear what sounds like distant screaming coming from outside of the tavern.
Instant screaming, huh? Well, look at that. Someone needs my help. Elf man. I move out of my way. And I walk out there.
Alright, you get out of his way. Or you walk around him, I
Yeah.
should say. And it's kind of a strange sight. You don't really see anything, but you can hear the distant screamings going on. As you turn, you notice it's starting to all come from one side of the city. We'll just say the eastern gates.
Hmm.
And it looks like a bunch of people are running like it looks like a bunch of guards are running to the eastern gates, and it looks like a bunch of civilians are running away from the eastern gates. And then suddenly you start hearing these loud bells starting to ring.
Alarm bells. Seems like the city's under attack, folk. Shouts at Bar.
Neo immediately perks up, and he goes outside to check out what's going on. So does Boulder Gut, so does Groot.
Mm. How about Elf Boy?
He's probably staying in the hide.
Coward.
Jade comes out to check out what's going on when you yell that out. Is Steven with you?
Yes.
He comes to check it out. I will say a couple other patrons come to check it out, like all like kind of frantically looking around, trying to ask what's going on. And the easiest bit of information you get is a bunch of monsters are attacking the eastern gate.
Look at that. Well, we're gonna have to postpone the competition, my friends. We're gonna have to take care of some monsters. Stevie, get ready.
What do I do?
Stay back, but you watch.
Do I use this? And he pulls out his dagger.
No, for God's sake, you don't fucking fight, boy. You're just 7 years old.
10, but yeah.
Yeah,
Or
10
9,
years old.
Something like that.
Something like that. I don't know your age.
Oh, excuse me.
Alright. We run toward
Alright,
the
you
danger.
run to the gate. A couple of other of the patrons decide to run away back to home to safety. Jade follows you for some reason. Not entirely sure why.
Okay.
But she seems to follow like the group of you guys. It's you, Neo, Boulder Gut, Groot, and Jade following you.
Okay.
Everybody else seems to be trying to find safety. As well as like other guards are kind of coming around into the main roads and then starting to run directly to the east gate. As you're getting closer, you can feel a disturbance in the force. You feel something is definitely off about. Roll a perception check just to see if you can tell for sure.
19.
Okay. You definitely feel something is off in the area. You can't pinpoint it, but you just have that gut feeling that like something bad is about to happen, basically.
Guys, I have a bad feeling about this. I felt a disturbance in the quagmire.
You can see Jade. She has a small satchel of stuff, and she starts like rifling through her stuff real quick, and she puts on a couple of rings. One of them is like a purple sort of I forget what the gem is, but is like one of them is a gold band with a purple gem in the middle of it, and then another one is a gold band with a yellow gem in the middle of it, probably topaz.
Okay.
You see her put those 2 rings on, and then just like kind of stay silent for a little bit.
Jade, I have a feeling you're a lot more than a tattoo artist.
Yeah.
Well, I'm glad you're with us then.
Bunch of others, the guards are starting to come around the gates. As you're getting closer and closer, you notice it's a gigantic army of those
Fucking
raven
stupid,
splices.
yeah. God damn them, but I can understand. I can't have my crown yet, you asshole. You dick.
Okay,
That
it'll
is
all be
why.
explained soon. Damn it, did I put the harpies away? Oh. Pause the recording.
You're gonna spend 10 hours.
Boom. Okay, so, where the fuck was I? You guys make it to the eastern gate. You see a giant army of these harpies out. You notice that they're raven splices, not harpies. You see a giant like army of these raven splices, and you're like walking up. You're trying to get through so that way you can get a better vantage point or like a better sight of it. Groot is mostly known for being an archer. So he is trying to find like a vantage point a little bit further away
just to be safe, but also like he could still provide fire if they somehow break through. Neo's with you. Jade is with you, but she's kind of behind you a little bit. Boulder is with you for sure. I think that was everyone, right?
Stevie.
You told Stevie to stay behind you, so he's behind you as well.
Yeah.
Unless you want to tell him to stay somewhere further away. Character sheets.
We're on the street, right?
Yeah, right now you guys are just like on the road. You see Groot climb up like a small house. So he's kind of off the road at the moment.
Oh yeah. Well, I tell Stevie to go a little further back, but still be within viewing distance.
So now you got the characters.
Yeah.
As you were running up.
I'm missing one. Oh, there it is.
As you were running up to the gates, you notice a whole bunch of the raven splices outside of the gate, and they're just they're not really attempting to infiltrate right now. It seems pretty like, I don't know, they seem like, the guards seem like super precautionary at the moment. Getting all the guards as close as possible to the eastern gate. The bell near the eastern gate is still ringing constantly.
Okay.
As I said before, you can feel an unsettling feeling in your gut. And as you look around, suddenly you start to see the skies shifting. Like the clouds are all just like flying in one direction. It almost seems like you look up, it almost seems like time is passing by, even though everything else is like moving normally. But the clouds are moving by so quickly.
Okay.
The clouds then start to fade into this like unnaturally red color, or not the clouds, the sky itself starts to fade into an unnaturally red looking color. It's not like as if it was like a sunset or a sunrise. It's just
unnatural.
Yeah. And that gut feeling in your stomach starts to come out more and more and more. And you can look around and you notice other people are definitely sensing something is wrong. And eventually you see what looks to be like a dark mist start to form up ahead of you. It's like really, really far out, but it's colossal. There's like this mist coming up.
Okay.
And it starts to form up closer and closer until it eventually makes shape. I got a picture for you. Hold on.
Oh shit.
Although I don't want you to see anything else other than this picture. So I'll wait for me to go into view mode. I should have looked at my notes. You start to see this person appearing through the mist.
That's Chelsea.
Yeah, Chelsea. Start to see that starting to form up in through the mist.
Okay.
And it's like...
Y'all seeing this?
Yeah, of course. Everybody right now is just like freaking out at what's going on. Roll a will check at the moment.
21.
Okay. Go ahead and roll one more for just the rest of the crew, just as a general. Actually, I'll just say the 21 was for your crew specifically.
Okay.
So you guys are okay at the moment, but you've noticed a lot of people are like terrified about what's going on. It seems that there's definitely some sort of unnatural something that just happened as this colossal lady like kind of took her staff and waved it around the city. Eventually, you hear what sounds like you remember the at the arena, the announcer, the guy does a spell in order to make an announcement
Oh yeah.
around the city. You hear something like that, except it's a different voice. Sounds a little bit like of an older gentleman. You don't recognize the voice, but you hear, "Who are you? What do you want?" And you hear the voice. You hear a voice, and it seems like it's almost telepathically linked strictly to you. It doesn't sound like it's coming from where she is, like way off in the distance. It almost sounds like she's right behind you or something like that.
Okay.
And you hear, "My name is Adea Shavir. You guys have something that I want. And I'm here to take it from you."
Goddamn sand timer, isn't it? That's what it is, isn't it? I shouted to the sky.
You just shouted out.
Yeah. I want that goddamn sand timer.
As soon as you say that, you can see her eyes just start to pinpoint you in the crowd, even though she's miles and miles away. It seems like she's pinpointed you specifically.
Oh shit. Wow.
Roll actually no, let me just check something out real quick. I didn't actually make her an open legend character sheet, so
Oh, she's clearly a god.
what kind of spells does she have in 5e? I wonder what that spell does. Okay. She takes her staff and points it at your direction. Do you do anything or no? Just out of curiosity. She's taking her staff and like waving it, and she starts pointing it into your direction. Specifically.
Guys, we gotta fucking run.
Alright, you try and run?
Yeah, we start running away from that direction.
Okay. She starts pointing. I guess go ahead and roll. Actually, I guess she has to roll. Let me look up what runes are available. Actually, I know what she needs to roll. Immobile uses entropy. Perfect. Versus toughness. What is your toughness?
My toughness is 16.
I don't have enough d8s for this.
Oh god.
She points her staff towards you as you're running, and just like all of a sudden you just like start to come to a slow, and then you eventually stop mid running.
Great.
And she picks you up into the air, and all of a sudden like you can't see her because you were trying to run away, but like suddenly you feel yourself just flying through the air, like over what you think now you're over the whole army of like radiant slices at the moment.
Okay, so I'm just completely standstill.
You're completely standstill. Yeah, you're completely immobilized, and she's got control of you right now.
Does Stevie scream "mommy"?
Of course.
Of course.
Yeah, of
Good.
course.
I just want to make sure.
Yeah. Everybody else seems to be unfazed by this. It's
They
just,
also say "mommy."
no. Everybody else seems to be unfazed by this magic. It seems like you're the only one that's been pinpointed by it. And she rotates you around. She kind of manipulates your body, so when you were in your running position, all of a sudden you're being like moved against your will to like a more neutral stance.
Oh, I'll try to find it.
Actually, go ahead and roll a will check to see if you can fight it. I will say though, right now you are above the army of
Raven's
Raven's
Blessing, so I guess
Slices.
it won't be the best time to do it, huh? When I'm stubborn.
Also, you're a couple hundred feet in the air. Probably.
But I'm stubborn!
Alright, fine.
16 plus 7.
So 23? No, 24? Something like that? 23. That's 23. So, I guess I'll roll. I don't have enough d8s for this. Roll up 23. You might be able to break out, maybe? No.
Okay.
So, I'll say that you weren't able to completely break free of her hold. But as you get into this neutral position, you are able to kind of move your head around. You do take a look around, you do notice you are definitely you are hundreds of feet into the air. Can't say for sure. You are definitely suspended directly over the army of the Raven Splices.
Yeah. Okay.
As you look around, you suddenly hear a voice in the back of your head. You can hear the voices of people behind you, by the way. It actually kind of sounds like that they're getting ready to start a war. But you can hear the voice in the back of your head and says, "Where is that sand timer? I don't see it on you."
I ain't gonna tell you.
You would die for a sand timer.
Clearly it means something. Started a fight for it. I was gonna get in a boxing match about it.
As she says that, she starts to lower the staff a little bit more and more as you start getting lowered towards the Raven Splices. At this point, you're only maybe 50 feet up from them, but you could see that they're all eyeing you with just fucking red in their eyes, all trying to get to you.
Why do you want it?
I need it
For what?
for my plans.
Seems like you're powerful enough for your plans.
I need more power.
You always need more power. You people just never stop, do you? Look, I have the sand timer. If you're saying it's not on me, then someone pilfered it.
I'm gonna say that I'm gonna say as the DM, in your panic, you left it at the tavern when you heard the commotion going on.
She doesn't know
I'm just saying, as DM, you know this.
that. Yeah, that's fine.
Okay.
I'm just gonna lie.
Alright, go ahead and roll deception.
Damn it! Why you do this to me? Here we go, baby. 18.
What did you say again?
That someone must have stole it from me because I had it not so long ago.
Who has it?
A skinny elf boy.
What's his name?
He didn't tell me.
Why did you give it to him?
Didn't give it to him. I said he stole it from me. I offered it for a competition because I thought the thing was worthless. And now it's gone, as you said. So the only person who will want it was him.
She turns you around, your body around towards the army that's setting up. It's a whole bunch of guards lined up. You can see a bunch of them starting to get up on the city walls, and they're got a bunch of bows and arrows ready to go. They got their bows in hand. They got a bunch of arrows ready to go, essentially. Actually, something that you didn't know before, one of the high towers, on the walls, one of them actually has this giant ballista on it.
Hell yeah.
You probably didn't know about that before, but I definitely know about it. She pushes you slowly towards the city, still only suspended 50 feet in the air, so those Raven Splices are eyeing you
Licking the chops.
you're, yeah, pretty much you're a juicy mutton chop. She pushes you closer, not quite up to the city walls yet, but she does say in the back of your head you can hear, "Tell them to lower their weapons. I'm only here for the sand timer. Once I get what I want, I will leave you to peace."
Okay, so
And
she wants me
gives
to tell
you-
them right now.
Yeah, she gives you the permission
Okay.
to speak now.
Everyone calm down. She just wants that sand timer, and it was stolen from my person.
Roll a... That was a horrible speech. I'm gonna say roll a presence check, but you're gonna...
Wait. You want something compelling? All right, here we go.
I'm probably not gonna matter because everyone's kind of in a panic anyways.
Everyone calm down. Judith is here.
This isn't helping.
And she and I know that you're all afraid. And let me tell you, don't be afraid. This scary, godlike woman is only here for a simple trinket. Now that trinket was stolen by an elf boy, skinny in stature, bookworm, refused to do the bar stuff, just no good.
Alright, you are now unable to speak again. Roll a presence check at disadvantage 1.
What?
You have points in presence.
I know.
So. Wait, how many points do you have?
Just 3.
So you're gonna roll 2 d8s and you take the lower d8. That's a d10. That's a d8 there. That one. Yeah. So the
1 and a 17, so 18.
Oh, not bad.
My speech was compelling.
It wasn't really, but
Everyone said, no, Judith is right.
most people do start to calm down. But you can still hear murmurs and chanting of like what the hell is going on, basically. You actually, as you're like suspended in the air, you can see a figure walking behind like the troops on the castle wall. He looks definitely official. He's got like everybody else on the castle wall has like pretty mediocre armor on. This guy has like really nice full plate mail, probably made of like silver instead of steel because it's shinier and things like that. He has a helmet on with 2 dragon horns, and he looks up at you and says, "Where is the thing that she's looking for?"
I told you it's on this elf boy.
Who is it?
I don't know his name. He gave me his name, but I'll find him. I promise, and I'll get her that hourglass. And
Describe him to me.
An elf.
That's all you got.
Skinny in stature.
Round up all the skinny elves.
No need for that. Look, I know where he is. I know where he wandered to. If she lets me go, I'll find him and the hourglass.
You hear a voice in the back of your head says, "You're not going anywhere until I get what I want."
Yes, and I'll get you what you want.
You're not going anywhere until
You have the
I get
power
it.
to take me from any spot in that city. You'll know if I'm lying.
The guards are gathering a bunch of elves at this point. Nah, I never specified she was an elf. Jade wasn't gathered.
Yeah, thank God. I would have never said the things I said if Jada was going to be in harm.
Yeah, nobody else was an elf, I guess, in your group. So nobody in your group was gathered up.
So we find out Stevie's half elf. Never told me, covered his ears. He gets gathered up, and I'm like, no, my son!
5 minutes go by, we'll say, and they have a whole bunch of elves hanging out in the area that have been gathered. For lack of a better word.
I think I played my cards badly.
When you see this happen, a bunch of guards are like kind of like surrounding the elves so they can't go anywhere. And they're all like scared out of their minds. You do in fact actually see the man you were talking to before.
Mm-hmm.
Still wearing the same garbs and still has his glasses on and still as skinny as ever. And the captain of the guard asks you, "Are any of these men the ones you're looking for?"
No.
You don't have to roll a deception check against them. Roll a deception check anyways against
The god lady.
Adea Shadire.
10.
10?
Yeah.
Okay. The guard seems really impatient with you and says, "What does he look like?"
Tall, skinny elf. I told you, but none of these are it. Maybe he knew this big lady behind me was gonna be coming and booked it.
Adea Shavira speaks up to you again and says,
Am I still above the Raven Slices?
You are like, you're about 20 feet away from the wall, from the city, so you are still above them. And you are like still 50 feet above them, so you're still safe. In quotations. But
Can I try to struggle and break out?
you could try.
Right.
I don't have enough D8s for this.
You keep saying this.
Yeah. Okay, now I got enough.
Okay.
It's gonna be, what did we make it last
Will.
time?
Has been rolling.
Yeah, Will. Okay.
17 and 6.
No. I rolled a 19, an 8, a 6, and a 2. God, and the 8 exploded, so.
Damn. Alright. Alright.
So yeah, you're not able to break free yet.
But look, lady. Talk to Ada.
Adea. She
Adea.
turns you
Did you
around.
tell me your name?
She announced it to
Okay.
what you presume everyone.
Adea, lean me closer to the elves. I think I know one of them might know where that elf is.
Roll a deception, persuasion. Technically,
Doesn't
you
matter
know.
for me.
Yeah, I mean technically you know it's on that borderline.
4.
You just hear the voice in your head once again saying, "I'm getting impatient," and she lowers you just a little bit just to taunt you. You're now 40 feet above the Raven Slices, and at this point they're like really trying to get to you. Like they're like crawling on top of each other just to try and get to you, like pushing each other out of the way and shit. These Raven Slices, by the way, look much scarier than the ones you've met in the past. They're like full-grown.
Steroid Raven Slices.
Yeah, like some of them at least. Yeah.
Alright, look. You from the bar.
None of them speak up. Nobody says anything.
Bookworm. Glasses. Skinny. And don't look, if she isn't gonna kill me, I'll kill you right after this.
One of the guards actually breaks into the crowd and picks out the exact elf you're trying to get his attention.
Alright.
And he like brings him up to the wall, like to the top of the wall. The elf still seems trying to ignore anything you're saying,
Alright.
so he's still not responding. But one
Is he
elf
looking at me, Luis?
No, he's like looking down.
Look at me! Oh, I'm gonna kill you if I survive this, elf boy.
Just keeps looking down and away from you. Suddenly, well, I mean, I guess you don't see this because you're turned towards the city, but suddenly, all of a sudden, like, the elf has also been, like, stiffened up and is raised up into the air
Thank you, dear.
and brought towards you. He's still technically not looking at you, but you two are now next to each other.
I'm sorry to drag you into this.
I hate you.
Look, you know I left that sand timer at the BAR.
Right.
I need you to say that you know where it is, get it, and book it out of the city.
If I die because of you,
You won't die. I got a plan.
what is your plan?
I just need you to cooperate.
What is your... Actually, roll a persuasion check, I guess. This guy hates you so much. Oh my god, you rolled a 3.
18. It's just so trusting.
He like suddenly just like shouts out, he's like,
I know what you're looking for. I know where it is. And you both, well, at least you can hear a voice in your head that says, do not try anything funny.
We never do that, Dea. That ain't my nature. They don't call me Judith Funny Pants.
Okay. She puts you over the wall.
Uh-huh.
You're still 20 feet suspended into the air, but she drops the two of you onto the wall. We'll say you take, let's say 2d4 damage.
Bullshit.
The two of you take 5 damage.
I don't have a card for him.
It's fine. He's fine.
Dies. He's so skinny.
I mean, the NPC's level 1's lowest HP is, I think, like 10. So,
Okay.
yeah. No, yeah, 10. So, he'll be fine.
Okay.
You're a little scuffed up. Everybody else around the city is just like holding their positions at the moment. You can't tell whether that's against their will or not.
Okay.
But everybody else just seems to be leaving you two out of this.
Alright. Well, we descend down the
as
wall.
you're walking away, as you're walking wherever you want to go, he's gonna follow you at this point. But he asked you as you're walking, what did she say to you?
She just said she wanted the sand timer. I told her that shit was valuable. But we clearly can't give it to her.
Why not? She'll leave us alone if we do.
Yeah, she'll just come back. More powerful and unstoppable. Clearly she's stoppable now. She wouldn't be complaining about it.
Alright, where are you guys walking?
So we'll walk toward the bar again, but I want to pass our crew. Well, my crew.
Okay. Who do you want to
Okay.
pass by specifically?
I mean,
They're spread out just a little bit, so
okay.
it would
Well,
be awkward.
well, clearly I passed.
It'd just be awkward to do like a zigzag, you know? It'd be
Yeah.
obvious.
I clearly go to Neo.
Alright.
And like, Neo, give me the Lucky Charm.
I already used it for the day.
What the fuck did you use it for,
Also, I
Neo?
can't move.
What?
I can't move. You hear a voice in your head again. Are you getting the sand timer or not?
Oh yeah, did you freeze everyone down here?
I'm going to kill you if you do not get me the sand timer.
Alright, he has the key to the bar and I need the key and he can't move.
Get it from him then.
Alright. Where's the Lucky Charm?
It's in my back pocket.
Alright.
Alright, you reach into his back pocket and take the lucky charm.
Yeah.
Alright, you do that.
Wow, he has really nothing but money, huh?
Yeah, for now, yeah.
Alright.
We can give him a bag of shit.
I pass by Jade. I'm slowly making my way to the bar. I'm
Alright,
like,
we'll say that you can get to Jade. After that, it'll be like...
It's exacting.
Yeah.
Okay. Jade, I see you got some of those rings. Any of them for invisibility?
No. They give me my power.
Can you move?
No. I'm scared, Judith.
I don't know why.
Okay.
Alright, that's fine. Look after Stevie. When I give the signal, and you'll know the signal, you book it to the exit of the city.
Where do you want to meet?
And
There's a there's east and west and south. You guys are currently at the east.
the eastern exit, and then, oh no, that'd be the exit sheet.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
West side. The forest.
Okay.
Alright. Make sure Stevie's safe.
Okay.
Alright,
You guys walk down.
to the bar.
Okay. You walk up to the bar. Everything is like the whole city has been like radio silent as you're walking through. You eventually walk into a room. You notice that another like
aspect of Adea shows up in the bar as you walk in. And she's like just eyeing you as you're walking through.
Give me a second here. Just, let me see something.
This time she's like just normal human sized. You know what I mean?
Alright. Alright, well, she's clearly not physical because she just grabbed the hourglass herself. So.
Yeah, it seems like she's just watching you from the corner of the bar.
Alright, where'd you put it, elf boy?
It's on that table. And he points over to it. You can see it on the table.
I'm an idiot.
You were the one that left it there.
Look, man, I had a plan. I'm like, alright, you get that over there. You do it slowly now. Adea, you watch him. I don't trust this sly bastard. Alright. So he goes slowly over there, as I said to do.
Sure.
As they're going, and clearly everyone's distracted, I create a temporary hourglass that was exactly the same.
You took the rings?
No, I mean, I have creation. I have creation points. So I should be able to do Genesis. Non-sentient matter.
This is cool. Create temporary non-sentient matter.
Unless you want to tell me the hourglass is sentient.
I mean, it could be.
Could be. But it doesn't matter. I just have to make it look like an hourglass of that type. Specifies a lot of food stuff, but it says non-sentient matter, so it doesn't matter.
10 minutes to invoke it. It says it on power level 3.
Like really slowly, elf boy.
Take 10 minutes to get out of this bar.
Can I retroactively say I've been trying to conjure it since then? Can I walk around as doing that? Am I doing that?
I'm gonna do it one more time.
It's focus, isn't it? Sustain, persist.
No.
Oh, it's not.
It's it lasts for an hour.
Oh.
At power level. Oh no, it's power level 3. The invocation time is just an hour now. You can choose. Power level 1 is 10 minutes of invocation time, or power level 3 is permanent, but it's...
No, I just need power level 1.
So how are you going to try... first of all, how are you going to... Let me look at this.
I'll figure something out. Give me a second.
You know what? I'll say by the time you... I'll say that you thought of this plan after you got down back to the ground floor.
Okay.
By the time you get to the bar and back, that'll be about a 15-minute walk. So about halfway through the walk, you'll be able to make the fake hourglass.
Okay, cool. Alright.
But you see Adea Shadiri just like looking at either you or the entire crowd or something from far off in the distance.
Okay, that's fine. So we're out of the bar.
Yeah, you make it to the bar in like 7 or so minutes, and then you walk out of the bar. About 3 minutes in, you're able to cast a spell.
Okay,
Or like
so
finish the spell.
I whisper, I've got a fake. I need you to cooperate as best as you can. What's your name before you die?
What do you mean before I die?
You never know.
My name is Steven.
I just fell in love with this man. He's like a son to me.
How about you? What's your name?
Judith. You should know I'm a famous arena fighter.
I don't concern myself with such stupidity.
You're so lame, Steven. Alright. So we go up to... Where does she want us to go up to?
This plan better work. You guys walk back through the crowd.
I guess you meet up at the wall.
Okay. I'm going to try my best to perform a sleight of hand where I'm like, Steven, give me that thing. But like really, yeah, I'm grabbing it, but then I'm hiding the real one and give him the
Roll an agility check. Your favorite skill.
I'm taking a risk, baby.
3.
Can we add the other guy? I mean, he's part of the equation too.
So 3 and 16 averages out to like 9. You take the fake, or you keep the fake hourglass, and like you try and give him the real one for him to like hide away. Fumbles a little bit on catching the real one, but he does eventually put it into his bag. Now what do you do?
Here's your hourglass, Adea.
So
Take it and leave us be.
you could feel it being like pulled out of your hands into the air.
Okay.
She like picks it up, and then like like it just flies backwards.
Yeah.
She says, "Okay." You can hear a voice in your head. All of a sudden, everybody around you is like able to move again, and like is like looking around and murmuring again, and all that stuff.
Are you gonna leave our city safe?
It depends. Let's see if you can stay safe from this. And she snaps her fingers, and suddenly all the raven splices are like going nuts around the wall. And everybody, all the guards are starting to open fire against the raven splices.
Alright,
All the raven splices are definitely trying to get in.
yeah, that sucks.
You hear a voice in your head, and it says, how would she say this? You hear a voice in your head. She says, the duplicate was a good one, but next time you should probably try it with a different form of magic.
Okay.
And you hear nothing else after that. Suddenly, you see the guy that you were just talking to gets lifted up and just flies away.
The hell?
Yeah, the guy that had the
Can I try to grab his collar?
What?
Grab his collar. My favorite trick.
Grab a what?
His collar.
Oh, his collar. I'll say since it happened so quickly, you can try an agility check to see if you can catch him.
I saw that. God damn it. 3.
Your favorite number.
Yeah, as it turns out. Wait, shit, he has a lucky charm!
You
Oh,
can
wait.
try it now. It goes back in time.
Oh, wait, really?
Yeah. That was like the idea of it, is that it reverses time, and then you can retry or reroll.
Okay, yeah, let's do it.
Do you want to do it? What do you want to do it for? Like him grabbing the shirt, or the switching of the hourglass?
I think it's the switching of the hourglass.
All right.
Got one more chance.
As you thought about that, as you thought about that, all of a sudden you're like, shit! And then all of a sudden time stops, and it reverses back to the point where you can try it again. So I'll let you try and make that roll. So it's another agility check for you.
Alright.
He keeps his 16 though.
Okay. 12.
The average of that is like 13. No, 13. So better.
I don't know if that really solves the solution since you saw through the magic.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking too.
Well, no, because I was about to say I was trying to figure out a different thing with that switcheroo now that I know what would happen. Give it to the guard.
You give the hourglass to the guard? The fake one or the real one?
Wolf. Neither.
Just give me a second. Give me a second.
You're halted in time at the moment, so
Yeah, I'm thinking.
as you're looking around, you can see that familiar sight of like all the threads of different possibilities.
Yeah. I see it all.
Yeah.
And they all spell doom.
All the black threads. It's kind of cool, because like when you're looking through them, it's like the threads are the colors of the actual world you're standing in.
Mm-hmm. Well, that was a hard one. You put me in a bad spot. I want to be stubborn about this. That's my character. Damn it.
I didn't think this was gonna happen so soon. As soon as you flip that hourglass over.
Uh-oh. Wow.
Well, it wasn't even you that did it. It was him.
Yeah. Damn. Well, I tell him there ain't a lot of good things. Like on pause time, like, there ain't a lot of good things gonna happen. You're gonna have to come with me, and you're gonna have to come with me quickly.
Who are you talking to?
The elf.
Okay.
Guard, hand her this, please. We can't.
By the way, you went back in time to the point where everyone else is still frozen.
God damn it.
So you kind of just like set it on him or something.
Yeah, I set it on him. I set the fake one on him.
Set the fake one on. Okay.
I'm like, set the fake one on him. Is there a grate near me?
There are a couple of like barrels up on the wall. I don't know about a grate.
Oh, okay, we're on the wall. I forgot.
I guess there would be like some like drainage type.
Nah, that's not what I wanted either. Now I'm gonna be like, all right, just give me the real one. She's gonna know anyway. There's not much you can do about this.
All right. He hands you over the hourglass, the real one.
Yeah, and then I hold both of them up. He's like, which one?
You actually see her. She is kind of amused by this. And she takes her staff and points it towards you again. And you can hear a voice that says, "Does it really matter?" And then she lifts you up into the air. Again.
Oh, you could have just taken both. You didn't have to take me with you.
What's the fun in that?
That is true. I throw the real one at the wall floor as hard as I can.
Okay. Make a might check just to see how hard you throw it.
Oh,
You
shit,
get
dude.
98s.
6, 10, 15.
Oh my god, she rolled lower than you. Oh wait, she exploded this d6.
Oh, fuck.
So, did you roll again?
15.
Oh, she rolled lower than you. You take the real one. And you're like, yeah, what's the point? And then you take it and you just chuck it down to the ground. And you can see her eyes just like flash red as she clearly attempts to try and stop what you do. But when that happens, the hourglass just like smashes into the ground and it breaks. Some of the sand pours out, right? Not all of it. And there's like the way that it's set up, it's kind of protecting the actual like last part of the sand timer a little bit. So it kind of chips open a little bit, but it doesn't fully break open. But you notice some of the sand goes flying around, and then when you look back up at her, you can see like her face or like part of her skin is like kind of decaying a little bit, and she lets you free and then suddenly vanishes. The skies go back to clear, but the whatevers start trying to get through the wall again.
Okay,
The Raven Slices start trying to get through the wall again.
I clean up the hourglass and put it inside one of my sacks.
We'll say you pick up what you can.
Yeah.
You want to pick up the sand too, or no?
Yeah, as much as I can.
Okay. I guess go ahead and just make a perception check just to see how much you actually pick up. Make sure you get it all.
5.
It'll probably be fine.
Alright.
You pick up as much as you can see. Some of it you can't tell whether it's like the sand from the timer or if it was like sand from like dirty shoes and like, walking up here.
It's all sand to me.
Yeah, it's pretty much just all sand at this point. You pick up what obviously looks like the sand timer because it was like in a small pile.
Mm-hmm.
But like after that, you can't tell like what's left.
I pick up a loose corn kernel.
The as you pick it up though, you see that sand timer back there? That's kind of what it looks like, sort of.
Mm-hmm.
So like the actual structure of the metal part seems completely undamaged. Even though you chucked it really fucking hard. It's just like the glass on the inside of it kind of broke a little bit.
Okay.
Enough to the point where some of the sand fell out.
Alright.
But yeah, you guys are now in the situation. Everyone is freed from her control, but you're now in a situation where a bunch of...
Alright, well, I shot me itself, boy. You're gonna die if you stay here. Do you want to follow me?
No, but I'm going to.
Alright, and we run down the wall toward the team.
Okay, everybody is starting to frantically run around. Got a whole bunch of like people that live here. Even like, it seems like they're gonna try and defend the city.
Well, no, I shot at, like, Jake, Steven,
No, not your group. I'm saying
okay.
like most of the civilians that live here. They're getting ready to try and like defend the city. So a bunch of like farmers are grabbing like pitchforks, lumber mill workers and stuff like that are getting axes. Miners are getting picked. You know, whatever they can get basically. Mm-hmm. So a bunch of people are looking to actually like try and defend the city, including the guards. The guards are already taking shots at them with their arrows. Ballista. Every once in a while, you hear this loud, and like an arrow just like sinks into the ground. And you take a peek at one point, and you can see like a couple of like just like what look to be like just dead bodies with a single, like many dead splices with a single harpoon through their chest. So
intense. Okay.
But yeah, you eventually do gather the group together. Who do you want with you? Everyone, basically.
Everyone.
All
right. We gotta book it. There's no way we're gonna survive in the city. The city's a goner. But we need to hit the magic shop first.
Okay. You run to the magic shop. It's empty.
Shit. Take what you can. I gotta look for the crown.
Alright, you run around through the crown. You're so fucking lucky. You run around looking for the crown. Go ahead and roll a perception check. As you quickly look through the back end. God, I actually have to write down everything you find now.
6.
You see it, but it looks disassembled at the moment.
Oh my god. Why the fuck are they?
You also see a scroll next to it.
That's fine. I'll take both. I'll take everything I can.
So you walk into the invaluable equipment, and you are rummaging through. You, Neo, Jade, Boulder Gut, and Groot,
And
Steven are all rummaging through everything. Stevie found also we'll say that he found a small lockbox behind the counter.
Mm-hmm.
We'll say that Neo found the ring. Jade found the goggles. We'll say you found a safe in the back, like not a safe, but like a chest in the back, but it's actually bolted down onto the ground and it's currently locked. Do you want to try and open it or anything, or do you want to just leave it for now?
I swing my sword at it.
You say your sword in the chest.
The top, it's wood, isn't it? A metal brace, that's how chests work.
I'll just say it. Boulder Gut has a club.
Oh yeah, Boulder Gut!
He like runs in.
I need you to finally open this chest.
He runs up and he tries to like open it normally. He's like, and he just takes his club and he smashes it as hard as he can onto the side. Go ahead and roll for Mike.
Alright.
I think he has 5.
Yeah.
Alright. So it's 2d6.
2d6, yeah. 14, 18.
I'll even
plus
let
5.
you roll an extra d6 because he has attack spec. So re-roll the 4.
Oh yeah, I forgot.
Alright, so you take the 4. So it's
14,
23.
18, 23.
Yeah, I'll say that's enough to like break the structure of the chest. The whole lid of the chest eventually kind of pops off its hinges, and you're able to pry it open from there. You basically just find what looks to be like the earnings of their stuff that they've been selling.
Oh,
So
we
a
ain't
whole bunch of
thieves.
gold,
We don't steal money. We
few
don't need that.
gems, few
No.
gems that you guys bought with.
Nah, I'm alright. Leave it be, Boulder. Let's go.
Okay.
Alright. Yeah. Let's book it. We gotta hit to the west side of the city.
Roll a perception check before you go.
Oh, shit. 3.
Perfect. All right.
I love that number.
So you guys book it towards the west side of the city?
Yeah.
Alright. As you're running through the city, Boulder Gut announces
He's pregnant.
that he needs to stay because his wife is still here somewhere.
Get your wife. Like, it's not safe here, Boulder Gut. Just get her and come with us.
Where are you guys headed?
The forest for now, but we gotta find a safer place after that. We're gonna discuss. It ain't gonna be safe here. The city's gonna be overrun.
Find the world map real quick. There's definitely no big forests on the west side of the city.
Oh, no.
Just so you know.
Okay.
Pretty sure there's only one really to the east. I mean, there are there's trees around, but it's not forest.
I know a town that I helped build up with walls.
That's on the northeast.
Shit.
Also, I found out the actual name of the town was Angelvale.
Oh, there we go. Beautiful. It only became angelic after I passed away.
Where the hell is the world map? There we go. Oh, there is a town to the west, or a forest to the west. So yeah, you guys agree to rendezvous there. Boulder Gut says if he makes it out, he'll try his best to find you guys.
Perfect. Alright.
So now it's you, Neo, Jade, Groot, and Stevie.
Alright. Yeah. So we just book it to the forest.
Okay. You guys head westward towards the forest. Go ahead and roll a perception check as this is going on for everyone.
5. Everyone's blind.
No. You roll separately for everyone.
15.
We'll say that was for Neo. What does Neo have?
Neo has more than just that though.
Yeah.
26. 3. 16. Wait, what was it? I don't remember the original.
15, I think.
15, yeah.
So 18.
18.
Alright, so Neo rolled an 18.
17 for Jade.
Okay.
No.
For Groot, we'll give him an extra D6 as well. I just didn't write it down because it wasn't.
1 or 2?
Just 1.
14, 15
Okay.
for Groot. And then Steven.
So Neo and Groot, as you guys are running through the forest, Neo and Groot, you and Jade don't really notice anything, but Neo eventually speaks up and says, "It's one of those things.
as you guys are running.
Oh, ahead of us? Are they ahead of us?
No, like they're not those things. Like the other things, the tree people. And like you look around as he mentions that, you can actually see those Nivenellians that you had met before are actually running past you towards the city.
Well, let them fight. They mean no
There's a
harm.
bunch of them. There's like you got probably at least 1,000 running by you just from the east or the west.
It's their war, clearly. Let's keep booking it.
Okay.
Alright.
You guys keep running and running till you can't run no more.
Yep, to the forest.
Yep. Starts to
Gotta
get
carry
dark out.
Stevie for a little bit.
Yeah, it starts to get dark out at this point. You really need to stop in order to make camp or something. You can't really keep moving at this rate.
That's fine. I can live with that.
Okay. So you guys make camp. Is there a roll to make for this?
Oh yeah, fucking elf
Okay,
guys
so
with us
logic.
too.
Oh yeah, I forgot about him. Yeah. Let's see. I'm gonna have you make 2 rolls. One person, anyone of your choice, make a logic check. I don't think anybody really has high logic. Maybe the elf guy.
The only person with logic that isn't the elf guy, because you haven't made one for the elf guy, is Steven.
You can have him roll if you want to. Or you could choose the elf guy.
Let's do the elf guy.
Alright, so we'll do that, and then anyone you want to roll a perception check. That's not the elf guy.
Oh, I'll let fucking Neo. That 1, really? Okay, that's 4 altogether.
For Neo's perception?
Yeah.
Alright, what about the logic check? From the
Just
elf
with
guy?
what?
Oh, I'll say it's an extra D8.
No.
Yeah.
17, 4, 21.
Okay. With the help of, I already forgot the name. Oh, it's Steven.
Yeah.
Another Steven.
Yeah.
With the help from Steven, you are able to get a pretty decent shelter up pretty quickly. He can help you out. He was helping you out with like finding, oh no, don't use that wood. That wood will be like too wet. You want dry wood or whatever, and
Okay.
like things like that, like helping you build a campfire and stuff.
I'm impressed.
Yep, pretty impressive for somebody who doesn't get out.
Yeah. I read about camping in a book once. Okay.
As for the perception check, he wasn't able to find any. He wasn't able to see any danger, so around you guys it seems safe.
Okay. Sounds good out of 4.
Yep.
Alright. I'm really sorry, everyone.
Don't beat yourself up, Neo says. It's not your fault.
I just don't know what all this is about. She wanted the hourglass. The one that dumbass Marcus wanted to fight me for.
Maybe Marcus knows about this.
Maybe. Maybe he's dead. We can't go back to check. I mean, I feel like the city is going to be overrun overnight.
There are a lot of people living in this city.
They're all dead.
You never know, Judith.
I know things. They're dead.
Stevie walks up to you and like tugs on your clothes.
Yes, Stevie.
Are my friends dead?
You never had friends, Stevie.
I did in the orphanage.
Wolf said the orphanage is fine.
Okay.
100%. I look at Neo and I go like, the mouth.
This is so rude.
Well, got the bag with the hourglass, and I only have like a wood piece of wood or something like that. Like I just make it to a makeshift table and have a rock. Or is the hourglass small enough for I can pour it into my giant hand?
I'll say that you found a slab of stone, but it's really, really big. If you want to bring it to the campsite, you can roll a might check to see if you can like drag it over.
I can totally do that.
If not, then the slab of stone is like a little ways away from the campsite.
11, 15, 16.
You aren't quite able to do it yourself, but
Yeah.
you might be able to get somebody else's help.
Boulder guy hasn't made it?
Nope.
Okay. Nia, help me bring this rock over there.
Alright, I think that's another 2d6, right?
Nah, it's 26, I think.
For might.
I was looking at his. Oh, we had the same, you're right. 19, 4,
Oh, yeah.
2.
Yeah, so with his help, like you were able to lift it up, but you couldn't really drag it along.
Mm-hmm.
But he came over and he helped you push it along from his end, from the other end. You're able to make it like you get pretty winded from doing it, the two of you, but you're able to make it close enough to the place where there's a sufficient amount of light for you to see whatever it was you wanted to look at.
Okay.
But yeah, it's like a giant slab of stone, so it's basically like it's almost like a boulder, but it's like a really flat boulder.
Man, Boulder goes here, you think it'd be really funny. Because he's got a gut, it's round, and his boulder gut, and this boulder is big but flat.
That was really funny. You just see Steven over reading a book.
Steven, come over here.
What is it?
You're the book smart. Now that we're here, and I just poured the contents of the bag with hourglass onto the slab of rock,
Okay.
we need to know what the hell this thing is. I was making up bullshit earlier, but clearly I was wrong. This thing's actually important in some way.
Well, clearly, this Adea person really wants it.
That much is clear.
Let's see. I cannot tell you if it's magical because I am not magically adept.
Fair.
Maybe your friend Jade.
Jay!
She looks at it and says, I'm afraid there's nothing I can do. She doesn't have the right type of magic.
That's fine. I thought magic does do it.
Huh?
Well, magic does do it.
I think it's prescience. Prescience. Prescience.
Yeah, no, it's prescience, yeah. That would make sense. Alright.
Let's see. It's here. Detect magic for evil. So yeah, it would be prescience.
I invest my last 2 points in prescience. Would that be...
You have 2 points?
Yeah.
You could only put 1 point into it.
Yeah. I forgot. It'd be 3 if I wanted to, right?
Yeah, if you wanted 2 points, you would have to put 3 XP into it.
I'll put 1.
You're gonna risk the 1?
Yeah.
Okay, let me see if that gives you enough for detection. I think it does, actually. Yep, detection only requires 1 point.
Hell yeah.
You're still gonna have to roll for it.
Yeah. There's no bonuses, right?
No, you get a 1d4 since you have 1 point into it. The pyramid one, yeah. So, hold on. Before you roll, let me think about this. What's a boon? Yeah, it's a boon. So you have to roll a 12 or higher in order to cast a spell. That's 13. Okay.
Oh yeah, because it's the part in the bottom is what's rolled.
Let me read detection real quick. So, when calling on this boon, you must choose a type of aura that you wish to detect. You can choose holy, unholy, life, death, or magic. Which one do you want to choose?
That has a skull on it, right?
Yeah.
Death.
Okay, let's see. What does death say? Okay, let's see. You can perceive invisible auras pertaining to the chosen type of force. Approximate sense of their strength, from weak to overwhelming. These auras are usually based on action, blah 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 blah. Otherwise, shopkeeper would radiate an aura of death for a time after poisoning or killing someone. Even a paladin slaying an evil archmage would still give off a death for a time. Let's see. Okay. You go ahead and you roll, or no, sorry, you don't have to roll. You focus on the item, and you're thinking about trying to detect magic from it, or the death magic, I should say.
Uh-huh.
And you get a pretty faint aura coming from the skull portion of the hourglass.
Alright, I tried my best. I've never done this before, but I feel faint death magic emitting from it, but it's not all it is. I just can't. Don't know if it's just my weakness of detecting or.
Jade speaks. I was like, "What is death magic?"
Magic of the dark arts, Jade. Magic forbidden. You know, I can't.
And that was it. That was the only part you could see.
That's all I can see. I can try to detect more, but I want to know left from right.
Okay.
Jay, do you know anything about enchanting?
She shakes her head no.
Alright.
From what I understand, though, enchanting is really powerful magic.
Alright. Is it not associated with creation?
Enchanting is kind of something I know like an open legend. Basically, like, enchanters are like... There are very, very few enchanters. Usually, if you really want to focus on something, then you would go to a wizarding school for it. Enchanting is like one of the few things that you can learn to like really master the art of.
Is there a wizarding school called...
Hogwarts.
No! Pig pimples.
Yeah, Hogwarts, yeah.
Oh, pig pimples!
I don't know what that is.
Hogwarts is another way of saying it's a synonym for Hogwarts. Pig pimples.
Got it.
I've got all the jokes tonight.
Yep.
Alright, so I just can't. Alright. I was gonna have the, Jesus Christ! You hear that? The gods just destroyed a portion of my universe. I was supposed to get this crown enchanted by the magic shop with tongues. Could have read inscriptions. Maybe get some insight. I was going to use it to talk to the Raven Splices, because it ain't the first time I ran into them. I never ran into the, who are they again? The Druid, not Druid.
Nivenellians.
The Nivenellians. They've been fighting every single time. I don't know what the whole thing is. But looks like it's here now. Whatever it is, whatever war is happening. Bookworm. You know anything about the Raven Spices?
No, I do not.
You don't have anything on monsters? You don't have a book?
He shuffles through the few books that he had brought with him to the bar earlier in the evening. I'll just roll a random d20. He thinks about it for a moment as he's glancing through his books, says, "Here, this might help." And he hands you over a book. It looks like it was like it's like a fictional book, he says. It's called King Aaron and His Knights of the Nine, we'll say. King Aaron and His Knights of the Nine. And it talks about slaying different monsters and stuff. But as you look through it, there's nothing about the Raven Splices specifically.
Yeah, I won't be surprised to be in legend. These little skimpy little things. Well, where do we start then? We ain't going back in the city. They're all dead.
But you're not that far away from the city. You can definitely still hear commotion going on.
They're all dying.
Oh my God.
I say we wait it out until tomorrow and see where everything's at. We'll sneak back in, and if it's a town ruled by those dumb, weird-looking things, then we'll have to find our different way.
Everyone agrees.
All right.
And
I'm concerned
yes.
Boulder Gut hasn't arrived, so we'll have to check on his
I'm
lady.
sure he'll be fine. Neo says.
Yeah. Stevie,
Yeah?
he stays tough now.
I'm always tough.
Smack him. Don't lie to your mom.
Jeez.
I'm just kidding.
That's some tough love.
All right, Stevie. That's the way to think.
I don't need this extra D8 anymore.
She's dead. I killed her.
Get something to her.
Yeah, I scraped. Obviously, put the hourglass stuff back into the bag.
Alright.
All right. Good. And we wait it out.
Okay. You go to sleep. Everyone eventually falls asleep at some point or another. Do you want to leave any watches, or do you want to just all go to sleep?
We'll do a watch.
Glasses boy definitely doesn't want to watch.
That's
overnight.
fine. I won't make him watch. Drag him into this.
Neo is willing to make a watch.
Jade.
Jade doesn't offer to, but
That's,
it's up to you, I guess.
I like her too much. I'll just be a watch as well.
Okay.
Groot's with us too.
Yeah, he also doesn't really offer to watch, but it's.
It's just me and Neo then.
I mean, it's up to you. You gotta ask if you wanna.
Groot. We're gonna do hourly. Not hourly. We're gonna do rotational watches. Are you up for that?
How long do you need me to stay up?
What time is it?
It's like sundown. It's like normal time for everyone to go to sleep.
Two, 3 hours apiece.
I'll do it if I get the first watch.
All right, sounds good to me.
Neo's willing to take the second or third, whichever one you don't want to do.
Okay, I don't care.
Alright. We'll just say he takes second, you take third.
Yeah.
Okay. Go ahead and roll a perception check for group. I'll say added.
You said D6. Right?
Yeah, D6. Yeah.
4. What is up with this D20?
Okay. He stays up. He hears rustling around in like bushes and stuff, but after waiting a little bit, that kind of stops. Doesn't seem like anything's gonna happen. Eventually, his 3-hour shift goes away, and he wakes. I forget who I said up. He wakes Neo up.
Yeah, Neo, sorry.
So Neo, go ahead and make a perception check for him.
12.
Okay. Same situation. Pretty much just time goes by, nothing happens. He eventually wakes you up.
Alright.
And you go ahead and make your last watch. It's starting to break daylight on your watch.
14.
Okay. Again, everything seems to be pretty calm over the night. Your campfire is starting to die away a little bit as you're slowing down the feeding process since it's starting to go to daytime. Everyone else around you is asleep, and everything seems to be going normally. Or, nothing has happened overnight, basically.
Alright. We pack up. Oh, we wake everyone up. We pack up and go to town.
Okay. You wake everyone up. As you're walking to town, go ahead and make a perception check as you're starting to get close.
18.
Okay. You definitely don't hear any more commotion going on.
All day.
So, but you do see a lot of dead raven splices around the area, like on the outsides of the walls as you're like walking up towards the west gate. When you guys were leaving, there weren't any raven splices trying to get in.
Yeah.
But like now, it seemed like maybe some of them got funneled in that way or something. They were tricked into going to that direction or something. But there are some dead bodies laying around. Some of them have a bunch of arrows in them. A couple of them have like big sword gashes through their bodies and stuff like that. One or two of them maybe missing a couple limbs.
Alright.
But you do eventually walk into the city. To obviously Judith's surprise, there are some people walking around, actually just walking around, kind of cleaning up the place. There's a lot of.
Well, damn. I thought this city didn't have it in it.
Is that all you say?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. He says, "I hope Boulder Gut's okay."
At this point, I bet he is. I mean, already, this is blowing me out of the water. I said everyone was dead. And there's like 5 people out here.
Where should we go first? A bunch of people see you guys walking up, and you start hearing whispers and murmurs going on behind you.
We're clearly the talk of the town. Famous saviors.
Jade speaks up. I don't know if that's a good thing.
Let's go to Boulder Guts' place. Let's make sure he's okay with his wife.
Okay. You go over to Boulder Gut's house. No signs of either of them in there.
Okay. Alright, well. Let's go to the magic shop.
Okay. You sure you want to go back to the magic shop after you stole everything?
Yes.
Okay. You head back to the magic shop. You'd see a Pumat soul hanging out in the shop, and it looks like he's cleaning up the place. Says, "Oh, hello there."
Hello, my friend. I'm a little ashamed to admit this, but we thought this town was gone. We came by because I needed to pick up my crown, hoping it was done. And we took advantage of the situation. We didn't touch the money, but we thought we would need these. But here you go, all your items back, and may you finish my my crown for me.
Takes the items that you hand him over. He looks back over to you. Make a persuasion check.
17.
He looks back over to you and says, "Well," he takes the items that you handed over to him. "I appreciate you being honest with us." Down there. It'll be fine. What did you ask him again? I forgot.
To finish the crown.
I appreciate you being honest with us. He takes the items from you, kind of sets them down gently onto the ground behind the counter. I'm afraid we can't help you out.
Why is that?
Pumat Prime has passed away. And he was the only one that knew how to do the enchantments.
How did he pass away?
He tried helping out the town.
That selfish bastard.
He tried to help us and he couldn't.
Oh no. Oh gee. I thought you guys were clones.
Kind of. Doesn't mean he needs to be alive.
Well, look.
Here, this is for your trouble. He hands you over the ring that you handed back.
Thank you. Can I also get the 200 gold I used for the enchantment?
That was the ring.
God damn it. Alright, fine.
The ring is worth more than your enchantment.
What is a ring? What is this ring?
It shoots fireballs.
Yeah, it's gone.
Here's the ring. Oh, write down on there once per day.
You feel like this is payment?
Mm-hmm.
A ring that shoots fire once per day?
Mm-hmm. You didn't even read it.
Alright, that's fine. One per day. One per year. Alright.
Unless you want to argue about it, of course you can argue about it.
Yeah, I'm good. I'm good. Alright. So, well, I'm sorry for your loss, Pumat. Stay strong, brother.
I will. Maybe I'll open my own magic shop one day.
Maybe you will learn to enchant first.
It takes a lot of time. Many years of hardcore dedication and practice.
I already have this one.
He just goes rambling on. You can hear him behind the door. Okay. So that happened. Anywhere else you'd like to go first?
To Caesar. I need to see Caesar really quick.
You go to the arena.
Is it safe? Is it good? Was it destroyed?
I mean, the arena seems to be intact.
Okay.
There aren't a lot of people around the area. You do see occasional people like walking back and forth. Looks like maybe they're going to and from the east gate. But you head towards the arena. You go to where Caesar's office normally is, and you don't see him around either.
Alright. Hopefully he isn't dead too.
Pretty well decorated area.
I go to the arena practice room or whatever, the thing everyone comes out of that.
Again, just empty.
Mighty weird, folk. Never seen this place so empty. Might as well everyone be dead
It's
at this
kind of
point.
eerie in here.
It is pretty eerie. The best I got is nothing. I need to figure something out. What are we supposed to do? The town's intact, but I don't think it's gonna stay intact. A day is gonna come back, and she's gonna come back with a vengeance. We need to get this.
Okay.
We need to get this crown affixed with tongues. I need to talk to the new aliens and figure out what is going on. And I know where they reside. In the forest near Angel Varnish.
Angel Vale.
We need to find an enchanter. Jade, do you know an enchanter that wasn't Pumat Prime?
You actually look around really quickly. Jade is nowhere to be seen.
What in the hell happened to Jade? Stevie,
What?
did you see where Jade went?
Roll a perception check for Stevie.
14.
She went that way. Just points in a random direction. We'll say south.
Alright. God dang that girl. Nia, you know anyone? Anyone that chance?
No. Pumat Soul is the only enchanter I know. At least in the area. I'm sure there are more enchanters in other cities.
Yeah. What's the next big city over?
Really far away.
Great.
You guys are on an island, so.
Wait, there's only one big city?
In
No.
the island, yeah, there's like one capital city. Yeah.
This is where you are. So you guys are Ice Crest. Getting to that city would be like the closest place to get to.
Yeah. Oh man, that's far. Holy shit. Why is the one enchanter in the entire island dead? No, I got somebody. Well, we can go back to Angelville. I think I gotta see Gresham.
Okay.
I didn't want to say it, but that was the only other person I could think of.
Yeah.
Alright.
Alright. I don't know where Jade went, but leave her be.
Alright. Neo speaks up, says maybe we should go and check out the east gate.
For what?
Just see how people are doing.
Alright, let's go.
Alright.
We'll go to the east gate.
Okay. On your way towards the east gate, Jade actually catches back up with you guys on your way there. But she's just like, hey, sorry, I just needed to check something out real quick. As you guys are continuing to walk, you get to the east gate eventually, like where you suspect most of the fighting went down. Just littered bodies everywhere. Humans, dwarves, elves, ravens' places.
Okay. Is the head guard master somewhere in, like, the guard quarters?
Yeah, you can see the guards all like working on piling up the dead.
Where's the guy with the silver?
The captain of the guards.
Yeah, there we go.
He is currently on the wall. It looks like he's maybe discussing plans with another guard or something.
I go up there.
I shouldn't say guard. He looks like the other person he's talking to looks like a higher up, but he doesn't even really look like a guard. He doesn't look like he works like for the city. He looks like maybe he's works somewhere else or something. Works for someone else or something.
I go up there.
Okay.
I go up. Captain.
Oh yes, I recognize you.
What you reckon is the estimated amount dead?
I think we're in the thousands.
Yeah, me too. I looked at them and counted. And
From what I understand, the population of the city last time we did a rough estimate was around 10,000, and it seems like maybe we're down by 3,000 now, maybe 4,000. Most of the people have fled the city.
I mean, that's what we were gonna do. I thought you were all dead.
Well, the Ravens, those things that attacked us, they didn't have that many numbers, but they fought fiercely.
All right. Well. What do we got now? I know you would want our help, but we gotta go.
She just lets out a sigh of, like, exasperation. Where will you be headed?
Angel Vale. We need to see someone there for a particular enchantment to help solve what the hell's going on over here.
Look something up real quick.
Also, do you have caffeine of some sort? I am crashing hard.
He says, alright. Let me look where this place is in relation to Angelville.
Okay.
He says, alright. If you need to take a walk to Angelville, then the very least you could do for us is maybe send word to Millcross. Maybe they know something about what's going on here. Millcross is like, Angelville is northeast. Millcross is basically directly north, but it's a little further up. So you can make like Angelville, and then if you want to, you can beeline back up to Millcross. But there's no real roads getting there, so it's gonna be a little bit of a rougher travel. I don't know if we have any caffeine. I know Matt has tea. I don't know where he keeps it.
That doesn't do anything.
It has caffeine.
Yeah, but that's not what I
I
meant.
got a coffee maker.
That's what I was saying.
I don't know how to make coffee. You can make coffee if you want.
Oh, okay.
I don't know how to use that thing.
What the hell?
What? I don't make
Because
coffee.
at this rate, I will be very unresponsive.
Here. That's the map.
You said one was short or just dangerous?
So, like, you can go up to Angelville and then beeline to Millcross up here.
Why the hell would I go to Millcross?
He's asking you if you could go to Millcross.
Oh, okay, yeah. Yeah, no problem.
It's another bigger city, so he thinks that maybe they can, at the very least, send help back down to Hesperus.
Yeah, I can do that.
And it's governed by the same king. So. Basically, yeah, the captain of the guards says if you wouldn't mind to make a stop at Millcross. That way, when you get there, you can explain the situation to them and that they need help. And specifically, he's asking for help, and he also specifically asked for a man by the name of Sir Thoris.
Okay. Sir Thor's, alright. I'll do that for you, Captain. Capitan.
He nods. Says, do you know what's going on here?
I don't know a damn thing, but I do know there's a war going on and we just got caught in the middle of it.
Okay. That's the end of that conversation.
Well, we head to Angelville.
Okay. So, I'm gonna say just for funsies, go ahead and roll a perception check over your heading.
11.
We're just gonna do a random roadside encounter and see what happens.
Yeah, there hasn't been a single combat guy this entire 3 hours.
Well, now I feel like if we do combat, then it's just we're gonna be here past 6:30.
Yeah. So don't overdo it.
It isn't my fault if you guys die.
Well, I do have
Roll a d100 for me.
this ring.
So it's the 2-sided d10 and the 1d10. You know what I mean? Like the single digit and the double digit ones. Yeah.
Here we go, Giants. 20, 200.
20.
Okay. I know I had you roll a perception check.
Oh, I never found Boulder yet.
Oh, yeah, that's true. Okay. Poltergeist just in the other woods. Hello?
You sending me right here. My wife's dead.
Oh, no. Alright. I know I had you roll a perception check already, but go ahead and roll another one.
Here's the real one.
Yeah, this is the real one.
What? The real one.
It's a 1. I'll let you roll the others if you want to, but it's up to you.
13-6.
The D6 explodes.
Oh, yeah.
So 23 on that one. That was for Neo.
Yeah. Steven did 15.
Okay.
Groot did 6.
Okay.
Also your shade. My lover is gone.
No, she said, I told you she met back up with you before.
Oh,
I don't know
sure.
if you heard me or not.
No, I did not.
Okay, yeah, she met up with you again before you guys made it to the East Gate.
Okay. So,
Alright, so you rolled a 23 for Neo. As you guys are walking down the road, you do eventually run into an area where the road kind of... There's like a secondary road that kind of goes off the main road. You're not sure where it leads or anything, but as you guys walk by, Neo like quickly turns around as if he's confused, and you see him do this, and you look back, you don't see anything, but he looks confused, and he just like turns around and like shakes his head, he's like,
Neo, what was that?
I don't know, I thought I heard something.
Well,
Neo
I didn't hear a damn thing. Neo.
does it again, looks over his shoulder really quickly.
Neo, you have a tick?
What?
You have a tick?
No, I'm telling you, I'm hearing something. I don't know what it is.
Anyone else hearing anything?
Everyone shakes their head no.
Alright. Neo, you alright?
He just stays silent for a little bit. He's like, right there. Did you hear that?
Alright, Neo, where are you hearing these noises?
It sounds like, I don't know. He like goes back and like starts like walking down that side road that you guys had passed by a little bit earlier. You guys follow behind him, I assume. He starts walking ahead a little bit, and he feels like he keeps hearing something. And then he like puts his hand up and like tells you guys to stop. Everyone stops. And he just keeps looking around.
Neo, if you're fucking with
Roll a
us.
perception check.
Judith became deaf.
Yeah.
The fuck? Alright.
Neo looks over to his left and then just jolts off the road into the
What
woods.
has gone into this boy? And we just run to follow him.
Alright, you guys continue following him off to the side. Neo just seems to be running after something, not really saying anything to you guys. Eventually Jade asks, "Where are we going? What are we doing?"
I don't know. Neo's hears something. We just gotta follow him. He's kind of instinctual this way. Like an animal. Like an animal.
Neo's gonna get us in trouble.
Maybe. Or maybe we're about to run into something important.
You eventually see Neo stop. Like, you guys are kind of headed up a small hill. Eventually you see Neo stop as he, like, gets to the top of the hill, and then he ducks down as if he's trying to hide from something.
Everyone duck down.
As you're getting closer and closer, you could start to hear what sounds like
people off in the distance working, but you don't understand them. It sounds like they're talking back and forth to each other in a language you don't quite understand.
Humans?
No.
Okay.
Well, I mean, you don't see anyone yet. I'm describing this to you as you're coming up the hill.
Okay.
But as you're walking up, you're walking quietly, trying to not get caught, and suddenly you see a whole group of the Nivenellians, like what looks like to be one of their places that they live.
Oh shit. It's the Nivenellians. That's what I'm talking about.
Glasses boy looks at him like fascinating.
I don't know. I can't speak to them. They never heard of any of us. But what should we do? Leave them be?
Neo speaks up, says they've never heard us, so I don't think they're our enemy.
What can we do? Talk to them? We can't talk to them.
Suddenly you start hearing what sounds like humming coming from behind you, but like not like coming towards you. Sounds like maybe somebody's passing by. So you hear humming like and then like you turn around, and as you guys look at it, it's like one of the Nivenellians, except they're like kind of on their own, just like running around, not running around, but like skipping around the area. And like she like looks at something, and then she's like, ooh, and then she goes and picks up like a little like fucking weed from the floor that just looks different.
And then she lights it.
And then she like picks it up into a sack, and then she just tosses it in the sack. Then she hurls the sack over, and you can see her sack is full of something.
Mm-hmm.
You don't know what, but you can see that her sack is entirely full. And then she starts skipping around, looking around. Eventually, she finds like a butterfly and catches it and puts it into the sack. Throws the sack over her shoulder. She finds like an odd tree branch, throws that into the sack, throws it over her shoulder.
Okay. Well, what do you make of that, huh? Mr. Elf Boy?
I don't know.
Alright, I'm taking a dive. I'll walk out of the bushes to the rest of the Nivenellians.
To the crowd of Nivenellians,
Yeah.
or to the one?
No, it's a crowd.
Oh, okay. You step out the bushes. They don't immediately spot you. Do you try and like bring attention to yourself?
Hello, Nivenellians!
They all look up at you, and they just like in like panic, just like sporadically run away.
I mean you no harm!
They just keep running.
Well, dang.
The one that you noticed before that was on its own, like goes and hides behind a tree and seems to have noticed you. You're not quite sure whether or not the single one has noticed the rest of the group.
Mm-hmm.
But the one that like in the entire like city of the Nivenellians, that small town or whatever, the area that they've huddled up in, they've all like completely deserted the town. The one that was alone is just like hiding behind a tree, just trying to like stay safe in that moment.
I point her. You there. It's alright, I mean you no harm.
Roll a persuasion check.
11.
Unless I think real quick. What does your body language look like? Like,
Just
okay.
cautious.
As you do that, the Nivenellian walks up towards you slowly, like very, very slowly. And you continue to keep your hands up as like, we mean no harm, right? Okay. She walks up slowly. Eventually to the point where she walks up to the rest of the group, but doesn't really like cross that threshold. And I guess eventually you meet her halfway.
Okay. Anyway, do you speak common?
No,
Do you speak celestial?
no.
Do any of you speak Numenalian?
Mm. You hear Elf Boy, hear Steven speak up, and he just starts like jumbling on some random words that you don't recognize. But then she replies back in the same language.
What'd she say?
She understands Elvish.
Okay, that makes more sense. Ask her who is she?
Alright. She replies back saying she is a gatherer. Her name is Nyla.
Okay. Alright, ask Nyla, is this a Numenalian village?
We call this place home.
Alright. Were they at Icecrest during the battle?
Others were.
But you know of it.
Yes.
Alright. We just want to know what's going on. Would you take us to your leader, your chief, your queen, your anything, whatever it is you do?
She starts to, when she hears that, she replies back, we cannot trust you.
Why is that?
We do not know you.
But I've been around. I've seen you. I've seen you do things to those raven spices. And trust me, your enemy is my enemy.
Roll a persuasion check.
I should put points to persuasion because clearly that's all I go
Yeah.
for.
That's what trying to be nice gets you.
Yeah, 11.
You will have to convince the others. As like this is going on, she's like barely like paying attention like to the conversation going on, and instead is like looking through like the whole lot of you, and is like and like just like looking at you guys intensely with like curiosity.
Okay. Look, I'll convince the others. We're all here for you. Neo, Jay, this is Neo, Jay, my son Stevie, Elf Boy, and Groot.
I am Groot.
I am Groot. And we just want to speak to your leaders.
I don't think I can help.
Why is that?
They don't like me there. They sent me here.
Well, are you in exile?
No.
Then what's keeping you from the city?
When you ask that, she starts like looking through your bags.
Mm.
Do you let her look through your bags?
No. Like, oh, that's my property there. I'm sorry. I have an inkling as to why you might have not stayed in the city. Are you a thief? You seem to be a klepto.
She keeps like looking around through different people's stuff.
No. Like, they just like grab each bag. It's like, no.
You just got like an armful of bags.
Yeah. The only one capable of doing so.
Mom, I like the weird thing.
Stevie, it ain't a thing. It's a Numenalian. Have respect for other races.
I heard of Nivenelians.
Have you?
Yeah, they taught us about them in story time.
What do you know about them?
Nothing.
That's my kid.
Oh no. Kind of put me on the spot there, Mom.
It's fine, Stevie.
Oh yeah, I should have looked for that
Oh yeah. Well, are you gonna take us to your leader or not?
What do you need from my leader?
Information.
What do you wish to know?
What the hell's going on?
We do not know what's going on.
You do, because you show up wherever the Raven Splices do.
Oh, you want to know about that?
Yeah, what do you think I'm talking about?
Oh, I don't know. That's why I didn't know anything. Well, I fucked up my knee just then.
Damn it. It's all for a dumb day.
Alright. Holy. Okay. What was I saying earlier?
I don't know something about how you were going to take me to the leader.
Nia eventually speaks up to you. Says, I don't think she's gonna help us.
Alright.
I should probably get rid of this.
Well, we know where they are. We'll come back to the town. We'll just continue our way toward Angel Vale.
Steven speaks up, says, do you want me to tell them that we might be coming back or anything? Or?
Yes, tell her we'll be back.
Okay. She says, I don't know what she says. She didn't say anything.
What she doesn't. Alright, we continue on.
As you're walking away, she kind of follows you guys for a little while. But if you continue to ignore her, she does eventually turn around.
Okay.
You also hear... Neo thinks he hears that same sound he was hearing earlier. But he just starts to ignore it again. And you guys head your way towards Angelville.
Yeah, first.
Okay. I'm going to go ahead and say that it takes about a day to get there.
Alright.
So, you get there, spend the night, just hanging out. Anything you want to do in the nighttime specifically or no?
Yeah, just sleep.
Okay, we'll just skip the dice rolls then. We'll say that you get there, but it's gonna start. You're gonna have to pick up some more gear to adventure further. If you're going to keep camping out, basically.
Okay, that's fine. Yeah, we'll stop somewhere to get gear.
Yep. So, but you get to the small town. Eventually make it. You see familiar sights like Roberto. You also see I forget. I don't know if I ever named the guy. The captain of the town.
Oh, I don't remember if you named him either.
But you eventually make it there.
Alright, straight to fucking bitch.
You can see that their defenses are currently down.
What? These idiots.
Jade speaks up. Is like, where are we? What is this place?
I saved this town not too long ago. Remember, like it was a couple months ago.
It's 4 days ago.
No fucking way, you liar.
I think it was only like 4 or 5 days ago.
They took down the defenses?
Yeah. I mean, what does he need them for? They're not being attacked.
Okay. Yeah, I was here just 4 days ago. I remember like it was yesterday. So, yeah, we're here to see a special sorceress. Her name is Gretchen.
Whatever you say. Roll a perception check real quick. I really want you to see this.
20.
Okay.
So I see it.
Yeah, you see something. You, as you're talking to her, she, she's like, okay, and she kind of like readjusts her shirt to like get more comfortable. But then like you catch just the slightest glimpse. She has something on her torso area, like up her chest. No, Jade.
Okay.
Yeah. She has something like near her torso area that's like as you look over, as you're looking away, you like catch a glimpse of light in the corner of your eye. Just something like down her shirt seems to have lit up for a second.
Excuse me, I'm not peering at your chest, but what in God's name is that?
What?
What is that? And I point right at the shininess.
You just point right at the shiny.
Right between her cleavage.
She like takes her shirt and like tucks it this way to her chest, and you can see like a tattoo that looks like glittery. And she's like, "Is this what you're talking about?"
Yes, that. What is that?
She like, you see just like a portion of it, but she pulls it down a little deeper. As you guys are looking at
Stevie,
it,
close your eyes.
it's like a. This is completely safe for work. All right.
Okay.
She's like has a tattoo, and it's like green, but it's like it's of a turtle, right? And it's a green tattoo, but it like shimmers in the light. It's kind of strange. She says, it's an emerald dust tattoo.
What?
An emerald dust tattoo.
And what does that do?
It shines in the light. It's made of emerald dust.
No magical properties, nothing?
Not this one. I did it myself. Do you like it?
I love it. Why didn't you offer it for my face?
I didn't think you'd want it. Roll perception.
11.
There's probably another reason why she didn't offer it.
Alright, Jade. I don't know if you're trying to pull my leg. But a tattoo like that ain't just a tattoo.
This is just a tattoo.
Alright, Jade.
I did it the same way.
We'll go to Gretchen either way. You have fun with your little silvery tattoo of mercury dust or whatever.
Alright, fine. The reason I didn't offer it before is because it was expensive and I didn't think you'd have the money for it.
You think I'm poor, Jade?
No, I didn't say that. I just didn't think you were rich enough.
I'm offended. It's fine.
Neo asked how much it would cost. And she said this little amount that she had was 1,000 gold piece worth of emerald. And it was crushed up in the dust. And it's like a little turtle like that, like on her chest.
Alright, you're right. I won't be able to afford that. Sorry about shouting at you about accusatory poorness.
I could magically enchant it for you, though.
The fuck? You said you couldn't enchant!
Well, I mean, it's not me enchanting. It's more like me placing a ward on you.
I'm alright. Look, let's just go see Gretchen.
You guys eventually find Gretchen.
Okay. I thought you were trying to postpone the fact that you killed it.
No.
I was like, why are you trying to distract me?
You eventually make it back to Gretchen's hut that you guys were invited
burst
to
in.
once before.
Gretchen!
I can't remember you. I remember you, but I don't remember your name. Who are you again?
I'm Judith, hero of Angelville.
Oh yeah, you're the one that stopped the
One and
the
only.
giant.
Absolutely. Gretchen.
I thought that was Roberto that did that.
Roberto didn't do shit.
Okay.
Alright. Gretchen, I need your help.
With what?
Enchanting. You know how to do it?
No. Enchanting is really powerful magic. I'm sorry.
I get that, Gretchen. I get that. So everyone
What
just
did
has
you
this-
need help with?
I need you to enchant this crown with tongues, so I may speak to the new aliens.
I don't even know that spell.
Gretchen,
Oh wait, yeah, I do. I don't know how to enchant.
do you know somebody who does?
Yeah, there's this guy named Pumat Soul down in Ice
He's dead.
He's dead?
He died.
Oh my
Ice
god.
Crest was attacked by raven splices, and then the new alien.
Oh yeah, by the way, that Raven Splice that you left here died.
Oh, I forgot all about that thing. What about the orc?
What orc?
How about the orc? He was a little beat up.
I don't know. I haven't heard anything about an orc. I just heard one of those crazy monster things was left in the stables, and it died. It wouldn't eat the horse feed that you guys are trying to feed it.
Well, that's a pity. Gretchen, this is imperative. There is something big happening. Look, can you help me with this? She has a table in her house, right?
Sure.
Take out the bag, dump the hourglass shit on there.
Okay.
This. Do you know what this is?
It looks like a sand timer that broke.
Yes, but not just a sand timer. A woman named Adea
Should be right.
projected herself to skyscraper proportions and laid siege to Icecrest all over this sand timer.
A broken sand timer?
Well, it wasn't broken. I broke it because she wanted it.
Why didn't you just give it to her?
You tell me to give it to someone that powerful as if they're not going to get more ambitious and more powerful? Yeah, that's what I thought.
So what? How do you have this?
I got it from the giant.
The giant that you slayed had this?
Yes.
What did you need help with again?
Gretchen, are you losing your memory?
Yeah, kind of.
Oh, Christ. I want to know if you know anything. Can you read the energy, detect anything? I felt a bit of death magic with it, but not so much. I don't know what it is, what it's from, its history, why she wanted it. When I broke it, she vanished. But I don't think she's dead.
She sits down on a chair that's like to the side of the table and does an incantation of a spell. Do you want me to do death magic again, or do you want me to detect another form of magic?
What were the options?
There's holy, unholy, life, and magic. Those are the other options.
Magic?
Yeah. Extraordinary auras surrounding objects.
Okay, magic.
Okay. She does the... She casts a spell. And she looks at it closely. And then she picks it up. Like, she picks up the parts that weren't broken. And she says, this is magical. The glass and the sand don't seem to be magical.
But when I
As
broke
she
it,
looks through it, the magic of the metal is just, it seems to be like some sort of magic that allows it to not break.
well, that doesn't explain a thing, does it? When I broke it, sand came out, she left. Something there is magical. I snorted some of the sand.
Maybe maybe what was once magical isn't anymore. Sometimes it's hard to read these things.
Better explanation than I had.
I can keep detecting other forms of magic.
Check unholy.
Unholy? Holy or unholy?
Unholy.
Okay. Okay. She like clears her mind from the original detect spell that she cast, and then starts to do detection again. Looking for unholy sense of aura. And she like as she finishes the spell, you can see her like looking into the sand, or like what's left there, and then she like her eyes go wide, and she's like, okay. The sand is a very strong unholy magic.
That's what I'm talking about. Alright. We're getting somewhere. A bit of death, a bit of magic, a bit of unholy.
No magic. Oh no,
In the metal.
Yeah, sorry, yeah. You were right. My bad.
Death is in the skull too.
Yeah. And it was very faint when it happened.
Yeah.
Both the magic and unholy were both strong auras, she explains.
Okay. Well, we're getting somewhere. Still don't know what it is. Don't know where it comes from and why she needs it.
There's holy and life left. Do you want to do those or no?
Check it for the rest.
Okay. She looks through it. She starts off with life, says there's nothing about it with life. I'm gonna go and write these notes down real quick. Okay. So she looks at it, explains that life, there's no life aura around around any of it anymore, and that the glass has a very weak aura of holy.
Holy to keep the unholy. Interesting. Alright. Thank you, Gresham. I mean, no thanks for not being able to enchant us. Not a single other enchantment in this whole goddamn island.
I would try Millcross. They're the next biggest city other than Icecrest.
Alright, thanks, Gretchen. You,
I don't know if enchanters would be helpful, but you might be able to find something.
enchanters is for the crown, not for the hourglass.
I'm just saying, you might not find an enchanter there. They're really rare and takes a long time.
We'll find out in the next session then. Because Millcross is not happening this time.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I want you to think real hard about that, Zeke. Robbing me of my one enchanter. After I gave him the money.
He reimbursed you with a ring that was worth more than your enchantment.
Alright. So we head toward Millcross. I think that's where we can end it.
Nothing else you want to do in Angelville?
Oh, hell no. The town burns.
Wow, that's pretty rude. After you saved it?
They took down my defenses. Clearly, they think they're fucking king shit of
Let's
fucking
get out
out
of their way.
What? Fuck those guys. That's what I say, Zeke.
Fuck those guys.
Yeah.